Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make my tofu scramble from foodsharingvegan.com. I have tried many tofu scrambles over the year, and this simple one is my favorite. It's very customizable. You can add in some vegetables if you'd like some spinach or some bell peppers, and make it even heartier. If you are looking for a high in protein breakfast, this one is a great option. Let me show you how to do it. I'm starting with a large pan and I have it on medium heat. Then I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of vegan butter. And if you're trying to cut back on oil, you can lessen that to 1 tablespoon. We want the butter to melt. Moving it all around my pan so it can coat my pan. I like using the earth balance because it makes sure that later on the tofu gets really coated in the spices. Next, add in 3 to 4 garlic cloves. I'm doing 4 because mine are pretty small. If you don't have fresh garlic, you can also use garlic powder. And of course, you can use jarred garlic. Use a knife to clean off your garlic press. And I'm using super firm tofu. I got mine at Sprouts, but you can get yours at Walmart, Whole Foods, or wherever you shop. We're looking for super firm, and if they don't have super firm, extra firm will work as well. I'm gonna mix it so that the garlic doesn't burn. I already see it starting to brown. I'm gonna turn my heat down, and I'm going to immediately start crumbling my tofu. If you want, you can do this first in a dish so that it happens a lot faster, but I am trying to lessen the amount of dishes that I'm doing. So I'm going to do it directly into the pan. Make sure your pan isn't too hot because you don't want your oil or butter splashing on your fingers. If you have some chunks of tofu in there, that's totally okay. Give it a mix so that your tofu is coated in the butter or oil. I'm going to cook this for a few minutes. In the recipe that I'm including below, I call for firm tofu, and I like firm tofu a lot, but super firm is higher in protein and I like it a little bit chewy, but I put firm because it's a little bit cheaper at the grocery store and it's more easy to find at smaller grocery stores. Now I'm going to add salt and pepper. I have 2 salt options. I've got black Namac salt and I have regular salt. And I'm going to use the black salt because it has an eggy taste. And I'm going to include the link for the one I use from Amazon. But you're welcome to use regular salt if you don't have this black salt. I can already smell that eggy smell. And I'm going to add black pepper, plant-based milk to make it wetter. I'm doing 3 tablespoons of this milk. And I'm adding in turmeric for color. And lastly, I'm going to add in some nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast has a cheesy taste. And I think it would still be good if you did not have nutritional yeast, but I really recommend it. It does give a nice flavor to your tofu scramble. Mix everything together now. When I'm mixing it, I like to mash it a little bit so that the spices really get in there. I don't want to see any of the spices when I serve it, so I would like all the tofu to be completely coated and not white. And then I'd also like the spices to be blended in. If I were serving this for myself though, I wouldn't care about either of those things. This looks so good. If I were serving this and I were having a more ideal breakfast, I would do like my grandma would do for me and serve it with some toast. And you could be fancy and add some avocado on it, or you can just put a little bit of this vegan butter. And I would also do some potatoes. That sounds very comforting to me. I'm going to add on a little bit of chives for garnish to make it pretty. You can also add some red chili flakes to give some color. It has 70 grams of protein for the entire brick of tofu. And for this, I would serve it with some potatoes and maybe some veggies or a bowl of fruit for breakfast. And it is one of my favorite ways to start the day. I'm going to give it a try. It is Very delicious. I hope you give it a try, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye.